Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UTEP's offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Abbott. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Miners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Texas offense has its first opportunity of the day. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Makes the grab. It's Worthy. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do.
He's into the open down the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He'll do it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
breaks into the open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Using his legs, it's Simon. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, and then I'll throw the football.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Makes the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Pulls it and fires to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns have this offense rolling.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
That's caught. It's worthy.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. No huddle here for the offense. The give on the counter. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Number 17.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. On Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Lost a throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Crosses to 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man down the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. You got to do something to change this.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He's got his man. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
From the gun, the ground game. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Trying to run it in. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Use the play fake, now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Just keep slinging it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown, Longhorn. The defense takes matters into its own hands. On to attempt to try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The Buffalo Bulls are within striking distance, but time is not on their side. They had better solve this riddle, and fast. They're up by 11 over Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Got the back over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half.
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On first down, he got sacked. Now it's second, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. On the run, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the ground, it's Simon. Crosses the 30, he's got away. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Miners will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's worthy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They just keep firing. Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one splits the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The RPO fired complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. At the 45, on his way. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Miners want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get caught.
The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 24 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll try it again. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Texas!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He's got him this time. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're working that left side. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
Good enough for a first down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw again. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Simon. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The Longhorns want to move quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and every...
Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! All that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by 12 to Southern Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Setting up the screen. Creates a little room.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll try to run for it. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. And
intercepted deep in his own end.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Miners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On target over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's out. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.